Good morning! Today is the day that we are going to start rebuilding this garden wall with the help of my wonderful assistant. We've taken a bit of a pause between taking the wall down and going to rebuild it because we had some bad weather.
It chucked it down for days.
Days and days. Apparently it does that in Provence, who knew?
And now look at it.
Yeah, but the sun is back, the ground is drier, and so we are ready.
We can get on with the footings and maybe lay the first couple of stones and practice our walling.
So stage one is we're going to level out the ground and create a nice solid foundation, and then we lay our first course, which we will show you when we get to it.
Let's go. We've got to remove these stones first. The last of the big ones.
Feeling strong?
Pickaxe. Did you bring the pickaxe?
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah.
If you're new to our channel, hello! We're Jazz and George, and these are our twin girls, Rory and Sky. We've bought an abandoned farmhouse in Provence that needs more work than we have money for, so we're doing as much of that work ourselves as we can. We have so much to learn.
Hit my finger, that's really sore.
So join us for the ride as we try to fix this old French farm.
Yes. Easy. Which side? Go this way. We're gonna go this way.
We've raked the ground as flat as we're going to get it, and now we're going to start our first course. And what we need to do for that is get sort of as bigger stones as we can and as flatter stones as we can, and we're going to lay like 2 runs of them, and we need them to be sitting as close as possible to each other.
Yep.
And if they don't, we'll put little stones in to wedge them. So off we go.
Right, so we were looking at this
That one, yeah.
boy of badness. Watch your feet. Steel toe boots on.
Oh yeah, I think we should switch.
It says that's actually quite good there. I'm just going to adjust them and Jazz can do all the big hefting over of
Should I
the
bring this
stones,
one over?
Yeah, it's a good big stone.
She says, like, confidently unable to move this.
This edge down, and that's our top. Or is that our outside? No, that's a great stone. Great Scott. But it's not great there because we have a stone in the ground here
Yes.
we need to adjust for. But hold on. Okay, that's brilliant stone, just not this place. Right, we're going for a string line, which we should have done in the first place. But I rushed. This is using some ash that we cut down. This is our exterior string line. Probably don't need an interior one. We'll see, we might. I have enough ash. Reusing the string from the vegetable garden beds, which are now lovely and marked out. That the one we got to? Yeah.
Yeah, it's wedged. I bought this one over. I don't know if that's...
Yeah. Might be a bit high for there.
Yeah, I'm a bit high, don't watch.
We were trying to get this one in.
Well, yeah, we said we were going to go more triangular, didn't we?
Yeah.
More like how we've got those.
Need quite a long one because this is quite a long way to get past it. Not that way. Maybe in like that. Yeah. Because it's a nice big stone and it actually goes under that one quite well. Could you just do me a favour and lift that slightly? You love lifting stones. Okay. Come back and touch. Right, this morning.
No, that's a bit much, isn't it? It's a bit odd.
Come in for a closer look. So we're following our line up there. We're going too wide, which is about what it is down there. But it's sort of splayed a little bit. They've gone too wide and then filled in the middle, and we're going too wide. We're filling in the middle. Trying to use as big rocks as we can in the middle rather than lots of little ones down there and things. We've got a few other holes to fill like that. But we'll do them as we keep moving, so one of us can lay and one of us can fill. And we'll make more progress. But we're, I don't know, we've laid a third of the first course. About 2 hours work. Leave Jazz on her own so she can make progress and hurt herself.
Yeah, if I come in crying.
Yeah, we both suffered from finger issues. Fingers and rocks, not best friends.
Right, I've finished the first course. And now we're going to do the second course. From here. For the second course, the main things that you need to remember are that the rocks that you're placing should cover multiple joints. For example, this rock here could be quite good because it would cover the joint between the two rocks.
To your right a little bit. That joint there?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So for example, this rock, this looks like that looks terrible. So for example, if we use this rock here, we could cover where these three rocks meet. Like so.
What a perfect fit.
Obviously,
just
obviously this is not.
not even making an effort to make it.
I'm like the worst Blue Peter presenter.
It'll be a lot more. It's just the concept.
Like this.
Here's one I made earlier.
Oh, no one should be watching this for tips on how to do it because we're rubbish.
We're getting better though. Probably. Turn it 90 degrees. That's better. Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, so basically we want to lay our second course and cover up the joints.
Yeah.
Essentially. That's that.
Quick, entirely unsponsored segment. If you're in France and you want something that feels like a Jaffa cake, then go for the Chabriot Sweet Orange. We found it, though it has a nutrition score of D out of E, we found it to be the most satisfying Jaffa cake-esque Jaffa cake.
Thing is, you never go for a Jaffa cake at home.
No, I wouldn't go for one at home, but here we inhale these things, so it's time for a Jaffa cake break. It's not, we've just had a break. Now we are coursing, not for hairs, but for walls. Jaffa cake. Like Jaffa cake?
Let's have one.
No, I'll shove it in your mouth in the gratuitous,
No, I don't want to.
gratuitous show.
No, please don't do that. Eat one like a normal lady.
Try not to squash them.
We could build a wall of Jaffa cake.
Well, more than Jaffa cakes, that would attract all sorts of bees.
So, do we need to wedge in those little bits?
Yes, we need to do some structural wedging. Alongside the church bells and the bird song, if you listen carefully, you can hear the clunk of a wild jazz. Here, high in the Alps de Provence, if you look carefully, you can see the remnants of their activity. Jackets strewn, tools lying to the side, piles of rocks. The mother jazz is hard at work. Be quiet, lest we disturb her. Classic sound of the audio book as she works. Must be careful. How's it going?
Good. Yeah, like basically my only concern is that I've done this too low. Because I feel like that's now kind of like level with that. It's not quite, like this height is good, but I don't know whether I've done those too low, but they fit together really well. But
I think the contact is important right now. Because not every, the rocks are all different heights as well.
yeah.
We're looking for average levels.
This one, like these three fit really nicely in here.
They do, they're covering lots of joints.
Yeah, and they are so sturdy, it's really good. So I don't know whether to just kind of lift this up again from here and carry on with that height.
I think so, yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah. But I've basically been going around and pulling some out because I was, not that we were short on rocks, but I couldn't see any.
Yeah.
So I've been going around.
Yeah, they're sort of hidden under some of the smaller rocks.
Pulling some out, so we've got some options.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. decided we need to work out what's going on with these pillars before we go any further in the wall, and we're gonna have to take a bit more of this off in order to make it. We're worried that it's really rubbish underneath. I mean, I don't even know, that's a bit of metal stuck in there. So we are now going to chip away at this. We think this is a top cap that just sits on it. So a bit more wrecking, a bit more Miley Cyrus balls into here, and then we can carry on with the wall. But this has got to come off, and the lovely pink render. Now we've worked out more what we're doing with the rest of the wall. This isn't quite up to scratch. The solidity of it probably is, but the overall outlook isn't. So let's get some hammers and some safety protection gears.
Sledgehammer.
But that comes off quite easily.
Do you want some goggles?
Not for this bit. Left or right? Look to the camera. Oh, it's fallen in half anyway. Watch yourself.
Whoa!
Safety shoes. I mean, that was broken anyway. Has that got rebar in it? No. Yes, it does. It is rebar. Well, a tiny bit of rebar in there.
I'm going to get you some goggles, okay?
Yep. Probably the best. You see that? Could you get the crowbar as well? I just made it wiggle.
Okay.
We will be. Yes, please. Do you want to watch this? There. It's not attached.
Oh yeah.
That's just going to come falling off.
Do you want me to guide something?
I don't know. I'd stay away from it, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna go. It's gonna bring a few rocks down with it, but that's alright.
Hopefully not too many. Safety goggles, cool. Come and see a little bit more about what we're dealing with here. Because up close, you can really see the beautiful texture that they've shoved on a bit of this wall and all along that wall. And then on this side, it's all peeled off, and it's, you're right, it is slightly on the drunken side.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, if Jazz is a perfectly straight person there, then
see more of this side.
yeah.
Course 3. great.
Whilst Jazz eats cookie, I've finished mine. This is really hard. Like, there's so much head scratching. Sorry the time lapses are a little bit like stop and go. And there's a lot of us standing around going, because there is a lot of us standing around. We're probably doing
It's the
maybe
worst jigsaw, isn't it?
yeah, like 15 to 20 stones an hour or so. So progress is slow, but we've got to have laid 150 stones now, maybe more. It's just nothing fits, and then it does fit.
And you have to move them from so far away, and they're so heavy.
Yeah, you've got to have the confidence that you'll find something that fits, and we keep on moving. We like hit moments where we think we're not going to find a stone
Then you
to
like,
fit,
get
and
in a
then
groove, and suddenly you got like 4.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
you do like 4 good ones in a few minutes, and then you stand there for 10 minutes trying to find the next one. But anyway, hey ho, and away we go. Maybe we'll real time this next stone, which Jazz is lovingly prepared.
It was too heavy for me to lift.
You rolled it.
Mm.
You rolled it. Are we going that way?
I thought this could be the outside
Yeah.
edge,
Yeah.
so it's more across.
And some of them are really heavy.
It's really heavy.
And we've trapped our fingers many times. Don't do it again. Is it too thin? Oh, that's fantabulous. I mean, it's really solid, good contact, goes across. We just need a stone in there and then a big one there. That's okay, we can manage that. Good stone.
George has made it look like he does all of this.
You have the vision. I merely
Our approaches are like,
diametrically opposed. Is the
our
word you're
approaches
looking
are like, I'll look at something and think, how should we attack this? What kind of stone configuration do we need? George would be like, just go for any rock and just bring it down there.
I sort of go with the full-on assault.
There's a rock, that'll do.
Yeah.
And then he gets annoyed when he tries it 4 different ways and it doesn't fit. I think I've got chocolate around my nose.
I should hope so. What were those cookies?
They're like a
They were-
Jane's Patisserie New York City cookie.
Yeah.
That's what their name was.
Like dark and milk chocolate chip. Cookie!
And like really soft. Okay, we've got this
Obviously,
one.
we just made them. Right, you've seen one. Back to a lapse in time. Welcome to day 473,000 of building a dry stone wall. It's not been that long, but it's taking a while. It's taking longer than we thought. This is the final day of the week, and we've got a bit of a mad dash because we've got family coming to stay. So we've got to tidy the house, clean everything up, and get as much of this wall done as possible today. So not going to finish it in this video, but let's see how far we get. So off we go. Last final push of walling. I'm afraid rain stopped play today. We got an hour done,
Yeah.
and then it's just been gentle drizzle all day.
Not very safe environment for lifting up rocks.
No, it was getting kind of slippery, and I've got some sore fingers.
Yeah,
we've
we've
had a few
bashes.
few incidents. There's a tiny bruise in that. Ooh. But anyway, we'll carry on. This should wrap up this first bit. We'll just show you where we've got to quickly. So come with me. This is the much improved stone wall that we have now. We're 3 courses high along the full length, apart from a tiny bit there, which is great. It beds in nicely to this wall. We made progress on that wall. We're pretty happy compared to what it was. See this patch here? This was all covered by the wall fallen down all the way up there. So we've made so much progress and we're really happy with it. We've learnt a lot.
It's also like we're trying to use up as much of the big stones as we can now as well, because it's getting noticeably harder, even just on this 3rd course, lifting the stones into place. Like, they're so heavy.
We've still got some whoppers.
That little bit of height.
Like that. That's the weight of jazz.
It's like a good foot deep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a compliment to me or the rock.
Just ignore that for now. Gloss over that one.
I was literally just like, the weight of them so much, and you're like, yeah, like this one, that's the weight of you.
I think it's time to wave goodbye, Jazz. I think it's time to wave goodbye and ask the lovely people to
like and subscribe.
Thank you very much. Thumbs up. Bye.